Welcome back to the Beginner's Bar. Scott here. Okay, we're going to make a couple of old fashions. Now, we are going to make the old fashioned in a slightly different way, and we're going to make a rum old fashioned. The rum old fashioned actually came to me from Jeffrey Morgenthaler's bar book. Link down below to that. Now, this is not like the Bombo that is in a previous video, link up there in the card. This is actually a old fashioned in its own right. So, let's get started. We will first begin with the old fashioned. Instead of using the traditional old-fashioned method that I did, I'm going to use simple syrup instead of a sugar cube. Reason being is because as tastes evolved, instead of using a sugar cube and bitters and trying to muddle and use the ice to dissolve, it became easier to incorporate syrups into a cocktail. So I'm using Demerara syrup for both of these. I'm going to do about a quarter of an ounce of Demerara syrup. Use Angostura bitters. Give this a shake. 2 of those. Now 2 ounces of whiskey. I am using Old Forester. 3 cubes of this ice or 1 big cube. I don't have that, unfortunately. Grab your bar spoon. Give this a bit of a stir. And now for garnish. Then you grab an orange. So I'm going to pull a rip of the orange and express the oil into the cocktail. Clean it. And then the old fashioned with whiskey. Now, before I make the rum old fashioned, a quick side note: with an old fashioned, you can make it with any whiskey that you want. Okay, honestly, you can make it with bourbon, you can make it with rye, you can make it with wheat, make it with Jack, Jim, it doesn't matter. Utilize it how you want to utilize it. Cool? Alright. So, now that we have the old fashioned done, we're going to make the rum old fashioned. Quarter ounce Demerara simple syrup. Now, unlike the old fashioned with bourbon, instead of using Angostura, I'm going to be using orange bitters. Again, give a little bit of a shake. Clean out. I'm going to go 3-4 dashes. And now 2 ounces of a 12-year-old rum. I'm using Eldorado 12 Demerara style rum. Very tasty. Should have worked well for this. 2 ounces. Again, 3 cubes into the glass. Grab your bar spoon and stir. How long do you stir? Honestly, go until you feel the glass getting cold. And then once you feel the glass being cold, you're good. Now for garnish, lime twist. Again, express the oils, clean the edge, and drop. And that is the rum old fashioned. And the left, the old fashioned with bourbon. And the right, rum old fashioned. Cheers. Using Demerara syrup with the bitters and the whiskey really plays well with the Old Forester. Yeah, it plays well with really any whiskey that you would have. Bourbon, rye. You know, it's a good cocktail. Let's try the rum old fashioned. Very tasty. You get the bitterness because of the bitters. Just instead of Angostura, it's orange. Instead of bourbon, it's rum. Demerara versus corn. I mean, overall, I'm not much of a whiskey guy. I'm trying to, but that comes with palate. In terms of comparing one versus the other, hand me the rum old fashioned any day of the week. If you liked the video, then please hit the like button, subscribe, comment what cocktails do you want me to do next. You can find me on Twitter at Beginner Bar. You can find me on Instagram at Beginners Bar. You can find me on my Patreon at patreon.com/chopless_inc. Behind the scenes footage, blog posts, things along that line. It's and as membership grows there, other benefits will be unlocked. If you want to see me on, if you want to see me stream, I stream on my personal channel, youtube.com/ScottWSmith. Stream there on Saturday nights. Do gaming content, could easily hook up my phone, do some cocktails here, and just have a rather chill time. On that note, thank you for watching. I'll be back next time with another cocktail. This has been The Beginner's Bar.